we've seen President Ruto campaigning with Raila Odinga, and President Ruto has really taken Raila Odinga to the high-profile meetings out there. We've seen him in China, we've seen him in Germany. We're now seeing him at the United Nations General Assembly, the 29th UNGA. And I think the president is really trying as much as possible to present Project Kenya as well in the international scene. That was the plan of the president. We know that the president has been advocating for the global south to be recognized. And he's taking it now personal, even to present Raila Odinga as the next AUC chairperson. Do you think the Djiboutian candidate, because it is perceived that those two are the main contenders, do you think the Djiboutian candidate has the leeway to win against Raila Odinga?
Yeah, he has a very high chances of winning this upcoming elections, because this is the first time I'm seeing a president carrying Raila like a handbag in each and every meeting where the heads of states are sitting. Even last time, Amina Mohammed was running for the same seat. I didn't see Uhuru Kenyatta walking with Amina Mohammed like a handbag in each and every meeting he attends. So I think attending a meeting where the heads of states are is like it's like going to a catering services where people have eaten. People were eating and then you are being told, now because we walked with you, come and take something here. So it's not a matter of walking with the president, being seen with the president, taking pictures, taking food on the high table with the heads of state. Not really. You remember there was election last time for the AUC. Did you see Uhuru Kenyatta carrying Amina Mohammed to every place he's going?
No.
Have you ever seen this Djibouti guy bragging with pictures with presidents? Have you seen him? That is how you do this campaign. This is not a Kenyan campaign where you just go on top of the vehicles and say, hey, I want this. No, you don't do it like that. But let's wait for the right time. I know he will be defeated, and Kenyans will not believe, because what I want Kenyans to understand, Ethiopia is not Contender. Ethiopia is not Kisumu. Ethiopia is not Kibra, where you will demonstrate. The only Ethiopia we have in Kenya is Addis Ababa University. So I think they will go and demonstrate there once the other is
Only Mohammed Yusuf, better candidate
against Mohammed Yusuf. Raila stands no chance, zero, on three main agendas. First of all, the qualification requirements. We know that Mohammed Ali Yusuf has been the Foreign Affairs Minister of Djibouti.
Yes.
And by virtue of that, and having a master's degree in diplomacy, having practiced it, actually for 14 years, he qualifies more than Raila Odinga. Even the way he's conducting his campaign, he's not using the spear stance. He's meeting people behind closed doors, convincing them
pictures,
how he's going to propagate the African Union agenda. That's how you campaign. You do not walk around with Professor Makau Mutua, who has bloated his ego in the US, teaching law at Harvard. That's not how you win the AUC seat. You go with diplomats, people who can really push your agenda and sell your candidature. But Raila will fail terribly. Secondly, on the card of age. By the time Raila is going to the election in February, he'll be approaching 80 years. That's not the age of someone who you expect to be voted by people from the Sahel and Western African regions who are electing youthful leaders. People are looking at it in a futuristic manner, and that's why I see Raila standing no chance. Mohammed Ali Yusuf is somehow youthful compared to Raila Odinga. He's someone who can do 10 trips in a month, all over Africa addressing people. On the third card is fluency. Mohammed Ali Yusuf speaks very eloquently in 3 official languages of the African Union: Arabic, French, and English. Raila can only try and muffle some few words in German, which is not an official language of the African Union. And just because he was a welder in Berlin and coming to vie here, there's no country in Africa that speaks German. Maybe Angola. And that maybe some part of Namibia, and that's inconsequential in terms of the African Union. So when Mohamed Ali Yusuf meets presidents from the Sahel region, he speaks in a language that they understand. When he meets the president of Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco, he speaks in Arabic that they understand. If he meets presidents from the Western African region, he speaks to them in French that they understand. If he speaks to presidents from the Anglo parts of Africa, English-speaking countries, he speaks in fluent English and puts across his agenda to the presidents, and they listen to him. To me, Raila against such a candidate stands no chance. Raila cannot travel 7 trips in a month across Africa making speeches every day, standing for 1 hour. No, he cannot do that.
I think to finish up, because I think we've exhausted, and you can join in if you feel I'll say something that is against, because I want to counter also what you say. I think Raila Odinga is the best candidate as well, because I don't think the AUC can be reduced only to what language someone speaks. I think it's about the ideas that you give. At the end of the day, European Union has been able to be successful, and they don't speak one language. Those people have all the languages that you can think of. They are all packed in one in the EU, and they've been very successful in their agenda. So I think we cannot reduce the AUC chairpersonship to just be a contest of what language you can speak, as well as, yes, Mohamed Yusuf has that leverage of being from an Arabic country, or being from a French-speaking country. But if you look at the diplomatic power that Kenya can wield, it is immense. And Kenya has a lot of allies. These allies will vote for Raila Odinga because Kenya was there in 2017, and Kenya presented its candidate in 2017. They went till the 7th round. That is when Kenya lost. So Kenya put up a very good fight, and those few issues that came in between Amina Mohamed winning and Musa Faki getting the final win were just a few factors like Morocco that has been solved. Right now, Kenya is very close to Morocco. A few factors like Uganda and Burundi did not vote for us, but right now Uganda and Burundi are voting for Kenya. So I believe
they have not voted. Don't count them.
I believe that they will vote for Kenya, and I believe that now Kenya has learned its lesson. And if Kenya goes to present its bid again to these countries, I am of the opinion that they will consider Kenya to be a formidable force when it comes to choosing the next AUC chairperson. Also, by the virtue that the exiting AUC chairperson was French and was speaking also Arabic, it also brings into contention the matter of someone else who is not of that party to be part of the African Union, to be representing the African Union, and that is Raila Odinga to represent majorly people from the sub-Saharan Africa and people who are from the Anglophone. So that is my take when you're discussing this.
It's quite unfortunate that you look at it as succession politics in the African context.
It is not by any way a succession
politics.
By just by virtue,
but
that is political analysis.
By virtue of Mohamed Faki being the former or the outgoing AUC chair, it does not necessarily mean that the next chair has to come from an English-speaking country.
But that
it does not mean, again, you cannot rely on commitment from countries who tell you they are going to vote for you. Remember, it's secret ballot.
Yes.
They are going to vote in a secret ballot election.
Yes.
So that you cannot rely on a commitment by people. In fact, I dare say that even most of these leaders who are promising Raila votes, they will not vote for him. And clearly you see it in February. He'll come back crying, and remember they said he cannot organize protests to say that it has been stolen. It's clear and it's very fair. He'll be voted out. I don't know where he'll cry. He'll cry on the feet of Ruto.
I think we'll date this. We are here in September 24th, 2024. And I'm saying that Raila Odinga will win the AUC chairperson come 2025 February. That is my take on this. Anyone else with the last take?
He lose terribly. He will not believe.
Yes.
Actually, that audio of Atwoli should be maintained for February 2025.
25, yes.
He will not believe. He will not believe.
Mark's last one.
No, mine is just to request the African presidents not to consider voting for Raila, because he's a failure. He has failed this country. Now he wants to fail Africa. Yeah.
Correct.
In fact, he holds the certificate for the most elections failed. 5, and the 6th one is coming.
Game over.